all the snowmageddon. But cons, I think we talked about it with Nicholas a couple months ago, a lot of months ago, I guess, that I didn't really ever care about my lawn. I didn't care about any of that stuff, doing it, chopping wood. I will say this is drastically different when it comes to snow blowing. And I think it's because if you mow your lawn, the only person that gets gratification out of it is you. None of your other neighbors give a shit if you are mowing your yard.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
As long as it's not completely unkempt. If it's not completely unkempt, like a very normal, I mow my lawn like every other week or something like that, nobody gives a shit if it's perfect or if there's lines or anything like that. They might compliment you, but people don't really care. Snow blowing.
No, so long as it doesn't look like crap, yeah.
Yeah. Snow blowing, I feel like, is a totally different paint job. There's a fella in my neighborhood who the first day that it was really snowing, we had a decent amount of snow, like 6 inches or something like that. He came out with his Honda snowblower that's self-propelled, went down 2 separate blocks and was doing both sides of the street and was just like, hey, the kids are going to school. I'm going to make sure that everything's taken care of. And I was like, what a move from this dude. Because he just alphaed the shit out of every other dad, right?
I don't know that that's an alpha move so much as that's just a neighborly move. It's not saying, hey, I'm doing this because you can't. I think it's saying, hey, I'm already out here and doing it. Like,
that's the alpha move, Cons. That's the alpha.
That's a little part of him that knows.
Like, I remember
all the housewives on the block are looking out their windows and then looking back at their husband on the recliner going, huh, wouldn't it be nice if you were a little more like Tom?
Happened to me. Like, he's out there doing it. You want to get out there and go do our neighbor's yard and stuff like. So I got my dumb ass up.
No, so if it's, I think if it's an alpha move, it's only an alpha move for those men in the neighborhood who are insecure about themselves and know that they don't want to go do it.
Oh, please!
If you know full well you're already going to go do it.
You think I'm insecure about my manhood? You think that's me?
A little bit.
Of
when it comes
all
to
people, you think
snow,
I'm concerned?
When it comes to
the guy that wears
snow, my dad.
That is crazy.
Buddy, your wife doesn't think you can do it until you do it. You got to prove it to her.
I couldn't do it. Are you kidding me? She said that I'm not doing it. That's the same thing with the people in the summer. I could go out and mow my lawn. The alpha dad is out there 7:30 looking out with his cup of coffee and being like, I'm drinking it up, drinking it in.
It gives you volunteer fireman energy. My dad finally got one and it gave him volunteer fireman energy. And whenever there was a big snow, he would start going door to door. Hey, just let you know I'm out here. I'll take care of your driveway. But then he'd also say, but I am thirsty. And he would get beers from everyone on the block.
Yeah.
That's a good exchange.
I think there's a lot of tools out there, power tools, that when you get an opportunity to use them, you relish that opportunity.
Oh, big time.
It's a fun tool. Snowblower falls in that category. Chainsaw falls in that category.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think it's an alpha move. I think it's like, you're already out there. You're having a good time. You're not trying to do it to like make someone feel bad that they're not doing it.
Not
you're
making
just
feel
for more
bad.
Stuff to plow.
Has nothing to do with making somebody else feel bad. You know for a fact, I don't know why you're acting this way, Con. You know for a fact the dads that go out there at 5 a.m., they're out there at 5 a.m., they're sitting there with their coffee. You know they go back inside and they're like, hell yeah, I did that for the whole neighborhood now. And every other person sees that they did it. So whenever they come out, the next time you see that guy that went by, hey, thanks, man. We appreciate you doing the sidewalks for everybody. That level of serotonin jump that you have has got to be unparalleled. And I'm going to experience it. I told Annalise I wouldn't buy an expensive snowblower this year. Next year, best one on the market. I'm going to do all of my entire neighborhood. The whole village is going to be done by me. I'm going to block off the roads and make sure that I'm going out there even when it's blocked off. I'm going to do the streets too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I just don't think it's an alpha move. I think it's just a neighborly move.
No, I disagree.
Maybe, well, because also here, chap, like this is your first time experiencing consistent snow. Like I grew up in a neighborhood where that sort of thing was just commonplace. And like, I think back to like my Nana, she lived alone until eventually she passed away. Her Mr. Gary across the street would always come with his tractor and plow her driveway. Shout to Mr. Gary.
And he got the thanks. That's the entire point. The thanks of a whole neighborhood has got to make you feel like $1 million.
Yes, it makes you feel good. 1,000%. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I don't think most guys do it to alpha the other dads. They do it because they want to help their neighbors and be neighbors.
I think it's same thing with your lawn. I think there's an element of pride and there's an element of wanting to kick somebody's ass in another thing. I think that everybody, and you of all people, I'm shocked at this because you're so competitive. I feel like you're being an integrity violator. Just straight up. I think you're being an integrity violator.
No, when it comes to just being a good neighbor, I'm all about just everyone being a good neighbor and not trying to make other neighbors look bad.
I'm doing both.
I worry that you're going to, go overboard and in an effort to make other dads look bad.
My dad got his new snowblower back in the day, got the volunteer fireman energy, went over to the neighbors to do their driveway, ended up sucking up their entire super long dog leash line into a snowblower. Dog and everything.
Baby Dale, I did shoot some dog poop across the yard. Yeah, the dog poop. Because Baby Dale, when it was super snowy and icy, that motherfucker's not going in the snow, dude. He found the spots that I had cleared already, went and shat there. Then when I came back to do it again, there was more shit that he had done. And I threw shit so hard it smashed against my garage. And that made me laugh a lot. Fucking Baby Dale. All right,